Hey guys, this is Full Stuff Incorporated. I'm here to talk about Pod Desires today. Nothing may have a few replays in the background while I'm at it, so I can comment on them. I'm going to tell you why Pod Desires, in my opinion, would be really good in Fluffals when Fight for Patrick comes out, or even before then. So, yeah, I kind of watched those videos, kind of inspired me to make this video. So, yeah, I wanted to get my thoughts on it. Pod Desires is a very good card in my opinion. Band can tend to draw two, and a deck that searches a lot is not really that bad, actually. Because there are a lot of hard ones for turns these days, and considering that there are so many in this Fluffle deck in particular, that you really don't have to worry that much about Pod Desires. I mean, the deck didn't even have a grind game in the first place, so just trying to amp up its consistency rather than worry about something it doesn't even excel at all is not really that much of an issue. Oh, by the way, this guy takes 4 freaking ever to respond to anything just because he was, I don't know what he was thinking about. I mean, Eater of Millions, and he's not that hard to get off. So, yeah, I'm just trying to proceed to OTK. And none of these replays really show me using Pod Desires. I just wanted to give you guys something to look at while this is going on. Even though I probably should just put on something that's relevant to the topic. But, yeah, I put in Patchwork in this list just because I wanted to show you guys how good it was with Patchwork. Consistency is rather ridiculous. So, yeah, it's something to be admired, really. Yeah, as a whole, I feel like this deck that can really use Pod Desires really well, especially when Patchwork comes out. Considering that I am kind of worried about banishing my toy vendors and my polymerizations, Patchwork kind of mitigates the issue, since if you do open Patchwork, you're pretty much guaranteed a polymerization. You have plenty more ways to bait out Ash Blossom than you did before. You get your draws off of Penguin. You get your searches off of Toy Vendor, off of Wings. There's several things this deck can do with Pod Desires at its disposal. Considering that it has excellent bait in the form of that now. Considering that you can get your Toy Vendors off of a searchable Bear, get your draws off of Wings, there's plenty this deck can do to earn its pluses. And considering the deck didn't have a grind game in the first place, it has plenty of ways to even abuse the card. Oh, and by the way, I got to bring this guy to exactly 0, so yeah, shout outs to the skills there. Anyway, I'm going to start commenting on these duels a bit more just so you guys can see what this deck can do. If you guys doubt that Fluffle can even perform at a decent rate, you'd be pleasantly surprised by how this deck can do. I mean, I'm not going to say the deck's competitive or anything. This is me just showcasing what the deck can do. If you pretty much go make a pure Go Second build, because this video on Pod Desires and on Cyber Dragons kind of inspired me to make this video, just so I can show off what this deck can do with Pod Desires, even though it's not really showing off anything in that regard. But, yeah, considering that there are a ton of hard ones per turns, you're not really missing anything if you get some of your best cards, which the deck can easily get to once Patchwork comes out. And honestly, I'm pretty much convinced that it's not going to come out anytime soon. But even before that Pod Desires comes out, Fight for Patchwork comes out, the deck can still have a ton of consistency in getting its polymerization and some of its best plays off. In fact, that's why I play one Pod Desires currently, just so I can show off a few things. And also, this deck can let you get away with running 3 Penguins, and that's always nice, because Penguin can also get you Baguska, and you can banish Penguins and Pod Desires off of those same cards. But then again, there's a chance you could draw multiples, which is not the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely not the best either. Oh, and playing Old H6 Samurais, I'm assuming this guy was playing, I don't know, the structure deck back then. But then again, he didn't have Shadow Sheen either, so yeah, that's kind of the issue for him. But yeah, that's how it's going. I just get rid of his Grandmaster, yeah. Then I use polymerization to make Sabretooth and almost go for the game. And then I just make an invincible Sabretooth, because I'm sure that they don't have any inherent out to Sabretooth. They would have to use something else to get rid of it. But, I almost go for the kill here. But he does scoop on the next turn, considering that he's way too low on life. I think he was at 2200 after this one. So I just switch Kraken to defense, and he just scoops there. So now there's one more match that I want to show you guys, and it's against FAs. I don't know if FAs are even on this platform yet, but this guy seemed confident enough in the deck to actually play it. So I ended up going second in this one too. He just activates the field spell and then activate Hang On Mac, I think is what it's called, to see if he can make a macro on my turn, but obviously couldn't get enough levels because it's level 5 instead of level 7, so it's no macro. Anyway, I just proceeded to make my plays, and he plays Pulse Mine, it switches, if you control a machine, then your opponent's monster switches to defense mode immediately, and the rest of the monsters summoned by them are switched to defense mode. I mean, it's no Bagooska, but hey, it works. So, yes, use Toy Vendor, and this is kind of a play that I just pop off completely, even though I wish I pulled Desires in this one just so I could show it off, but I feel like that this is enough to show off the consistency that Fluffals have with Patchwork, and how much power they can get on board, even if they can't attack. It does make 3 with Tiger, then said Tiger just pop 3 cards, including Toy Vendoring on Mac, and the Field Spell. So I just get my draws and get my searches. It's so freaking great. Sure, he gets this FA search, but it's not really going to do him any good. Just because I think that FAs don't have an inherent out to Sabertooth, unless they have to really, really reach. So, start my Wings play, because that's going to be your most important play in the deck, no matter what you do. So just make Sheep, and then use Sheep to get Dog back. If this guy can't win this turn, I might as well get Dog back. And then just use Edge Sabers to get but Fool's Barrel Goods back. That's what it's also good for, because if you use Edge Sabers, you could bring back the Polymer Magician back into the deck. Then you can make Patchwork live, if you ever want to try something like that, just so you'd have some pretty cute plays. Anyway, this guy scoops 2, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys like it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, join the fight for Army, and together we'll beat the meta.